The high school basketball season continues into area tournament play. Now the goal, pretty simple for teams all across the state. Get into the area tournament championship game, get a seat in the sub-regionals next week. Our cameras are in East Alabama today. The #1 team in the state in Class 1A and the 3-time defending state champion Sacred Heart taking on JCA. There, Deontay Wood, the Alabama commit, gets Sacred Heart going early. Took a 25-point lead in the first quarter. A little bit more from Sacred Heart. Khalil Watkins finishes off the turnover with the points on the other end. 43 points for Sacred Heart in the third quarter alone. JCA never quits, but today was the defending champions' day. On the path to tournament championship #4, they win 104-48.
You know, it was really good for us to get back on the floor. We haven't been on the floor in a few weeks. Gave us the time to get healthy for this playoff run. So I was just proud of the way the boys came out with their intensity playing together. And I was just proud that we got other guys in at the end of the game and let them score also.
So the Cardinals will take on the winner of the next game in the Class 1A Area 10 semifinal. The #3 team in the state, Spring Garden, taking on Donahoe. Spring Garden looking good early on. Weston Kirk off the no-look pass finishes off for 2. And then Kirk lines up for 3. Hits from all over. He was one of the leading scorers for the Panthers today, and then gets on the assist here to Dalton Rogers in for 2. No problem today as the Panthers move on 87-53. So we have one heck of a Class 1A Area 10 final. The #1 team in the state, Sacred Heart, the #3 team in the state, Spring Garden, will face off in Miller Gym in Anniston on Fort McClellan. That game is Saturday night at 7 o'clock. As we move on to Class 6A, Oxford playing host to Southside in the area championship game. Coach Donnie Holderfield and his guys already. Yellow Jackets, though, coming out hot. Braden Mack hits the 3-pointer to start the game. And for the Panthers, they were led by Gavin Orr. Signed with Sanford yesterday and then continues his great week on the basketball court today. Gets the 2 there. Eugene Leonard, been a key shooter for Oxford all season long. Knocks down the triple there. First of a couple tonight. Southside cut it to a 1-point game in the third, but thanks to plays like this by James Riggins, Southside kept themselves in it, but Oxford would go on to win tonight. The final score in this one, 61-49. They win that Class 6A Area 13 championship. So winners in the championship game will host sub-regional games. Losers of the championship game will have to travel to sub-regional games. In Class 4A, Area 8, this is a semifinal game. Anniston knocked off Sachs 53-49. Both teams are still alive, or Sachs is now out, I should say. Anniston still alive going into the championship game on Saturday. Weaver over Ohatchee 72-53. That was an Area 9 out of Class 3A championship game. So Ohatchee will travel next week. Weaver getting the win and the area title 72-53. Central Clay County 66-55 over Talladega. That was an area final. Both teams still alive there. Gadsden City punches their ticket into the sub-regional round with a 58-41 win over Hewitt-Trussville. Other boys action, Cedar Bluff 70, Valley Head 37. That was a 1A Area 14 semifinal game. So Cedar Bluff is on to the sub-regional round. And in girls action tonight, the Class 3A Area 10 championship 71-50. Glencoe wins that championship. Piedmont will travel. Glencoe will host in the sub-regional coming up next week.